Welcome to Rob's Max classes. Today, for 8th class, in squares and square root chapter, we find the square root of a rational number or rational numbers which are in the form of a fraction and also in the form of a decimal number. Okay, to find the square root of a number, which is in rational form and also in the form of a fraction, here we follow the rule. For example, already we know this root of a by b is equal to root a by root b. So whenever you are given a fraction which is to be find out the square root of the rational number or the fraction, both must are the square numbers. Then only we find the square root. Of course, usually we give in such a way, both are square numbers. So we find the square root of both the numbers by any of the method, that is factors method or decimal division method. So finally we get a fraction. The same for decimal number also. Suppose you are given a decimal number. Decimal numbers are also rational numbers. That means every rational number, every decimal number can be written as a fraction. For example, 1.44 can be written as 144 by 100. So here both are square numbers, whose square root is 12 and 10, which in turn 1.2. So the decimal numbers ought to be written in the form of a fraction, the decimal fraction. Thereby you can find the square root of both. Finally we get a decimal number as its square root. Here today we study some examples based on this, that is find the square root of a fraction and also a decimal number. Here is an example. Find the square root of So this is the common heading for the questions what we are going to learn today. The first bit, 441 by 961. I want the square root of this rational number which is in the form of a fraction. Instead of dividing these two, I said already, I find the square root of 441 and also by 961. Square root of 441. Since division method is very easy method and fast method, I go for it. Twice of 2 is 4. 41 is the next pair. Twice of 2 is 4. 41 ones 41. So square root of 441 is 21. Again 961. 3 times of 3 is 9. 61. Twice of 3 is equal to 6. 61 ones are 61. So its square root is 31. So finding the square root of any fraction is very simple. Don't worry. You find the square root of the numerator as well as denominator by division method comfortably, so that we get a fraction. Anyhow, the obtained result may not be simplified in most of the cases. Don't try to simplify, don't try to write the answer at the end in decimal form. So this is just one example enough for this, I think. Now we go for one decimal number. One decimal number. The point you have to observe while finding the square root of a decimal number is, for example, see here, root of 0.7225. Suppose whenever you are questioned to find the square root of a decimal number, you should ensure that the decimal part should have even number of digits. then only it is a square number. If the decimal numbers are not in the even number, it's not a decimal, it's not a square number. So ensure that since we have 4 here, 4 is the square number or even number, okay, even number, we can find its square root. We know every decimal number can be written as a fraction, 7225 by 10,000. 10,000 square root is 100. Of course, 7225 is 85. This is 0.85. See, in the square root we have 2 places, where in the square number we have 4 places. This to be observed. Always we get the square root has double the number of digits of the number. Suppose it has only 1 place, we get the 2 places. If there are 2 zeros, there are 4 zeros. That we know. We take one more example. Okay. In this we have whole number part and other decimal part. To start the division method, we know divide. So we have 3 places, so we get 3 places in the square root. Clear. Okay. I work out here only without copying again. Twice of 1, sorry, 1 square 1. 1, next pair is 36. Twice of 1 is 2, 25 fives. 125, 11, decimal, shift to the quotient place. Twice of 15, 30. Next pair, 14. 3 times 909, 14 minus 9, 5, 10 minus 0, 11 minus 9, 2, next pair 46, next 150, they don't consider this decimal to read the number, it is 153, twice of 153, 306, 306, yes, 6 times, 6 are 36, 3, 6 are 36 plus 3, 39, 39, 6 3s are 18, okay, 0, 14 minus 9, 5, 4 minus 3, 1, 10 minus 8, 2, and the last pair is 8, 9, twice of this number, or add 6 to this number, we get the same, 3072. Now we have to guess the last digit. Since the last pair has 9, we may expect 3 or 7. If I write 3 here, 3 3s are 9, but we have 21, so I go for 7. Let's check. 3 goes 7, 2, 7 into 7. 7 7s are 49, 4, 7 2s are 14 plus 4, 18, 1, 7 7s are 49 plus 1, 50, 7 3s are 21. So our guessing is correct. So its square root is 15.367. Very simple. But do pay more attention in solving such a large number, which is in the form of fraction and also in decimal form. No confusion. There are some questions they may give for 2 marks, 3 marks question. The questions is like this. In this question we have a fraction that is 6 1 by 4, a mixed fraction. So all mixed fractions can be converted into improper fraction. Okay, after converting the given mixed fraction into improper, then find the square root as earlier. The improper fraction of this is, we know that is root 25 by 4. Now split, it is the root 25 by root 4, which in turn we get 5 by 2. So work on simple numbers, but the same rule applicable whatever the number may be. Now here, square root of 72 and 338, the product I want, the square root of these two numbers. Since here no one is a square number, 72 is not a square number, 338 is not a square number, because we know by n digit, no square number ends by 2 and 8. So they are not square numbers. Instead of finding the square root of these numbers into decimal form, resolve each number into factors. Okay. Root 72. So 72 primarily can be written as 8 into 9 into 2 into 1, 6, 9. Okay. And in the next step, I write here 2 cube instead of 9, 3 square, and 2 into it is the square of 13 square. So finally we have 2 power 4, the sum of the powers of 2 into 3 square into 13 square. Take of the power of each number, that is 2 square into 3 into 13 . 2 4th is 12 into 13, 156 is the square root of the result. Okay, this is also an important question. So they give two numbers which are not perfect square numbers, but the question is find the square root of the product of these non-square numbers. So this is the way to get the product of each number into factors, resolve them into factors finally. Finally, we take off all the factors to find the square root of these non-square numbers product. And one more. Here is the question on simplification of the square root of decimal numbers. We know how to find the square root of a decimal numbers. That is 59.29, 5.29. Let's find the square root of 59.29 first. 59.29 is equal to 5929 by 100. So find the square root of each. Square root of 5929. Division method is comfortable. 7 sevens are 49. 1029. Twice of 7, 14. Since there is 9, I go for 3 or 7. If I go for 3, it becomes 300. But we have 1000. So I go for 7. 1029. No doubt. 77. So its root is 77. Square root of 100 is 10. So I get 7.7. Okay. This I replace in the place of 59.29. Next 529. Of course, this is 529 by 100. 529. 2 2s are 4. 129. Twice of 2 is 4. Options are 3 or 7. If I take 7, 7 4s are 28. That means 280 beyond. So I go for 3. 129 square root is 23. So I get 22.3 because 23 by 100. Now in the place of 59.29, I take 7.7 minus 2.3 by again 7.7 plus 2.3. 7.7 minus 2.3. 4, 5. 5.4. 5.4 by the sum of these two is 10. 5.4 by 10 is equal to 0.5. So you must be good at addition of decimals and shifting of decimals and moving of decimals. Everything is at your grade. Then only we can simplify this in no time. It's nothing about your previous knowledge. Testing. Next, one more question. Okay. This is also a 2 marks question. First find the square root of this number, then we think of about these two questions how to do. This is without decimal I write because the denominator is 10,000 where its square root is 100. So to find the square root of this large number of 7 digit 103 0 225 by division method. 1 0 3 is the next pair, twice of 1 is 2. So 20 zeros are 0. I get the same 3 back again. Next pair 0 2 201. Sorry. Okay. 20 201. Ones are 201. So 101. The last pair 25. Twice of 101. 202. Since the last is 5, I go for 5. Okay. 10125. Okay. This is by 100 because the square root of the denominator is 10,100. So finally we get 10.15. Okay, 10.15 is the square root of this given question. Now, first part, that is 1 point. Since the decimal part has 6 places, the answer should have 3 places. So its answer is the same digits we get, but we should place 3 digits in the units place. Okay. It has 3 places in the units place, whereas the square number has 6 places. And next, the same 1025, 1015, since the square number has 2 places, we get only 1 place, that is 101.5. So we did not find the square root of this a and b again, that's why it is given in such a way. Find the square root of this and then find the value of this. So this is only one time find the square root, just by moving the decimal to the left or right based on the number of digits in the question, that's the decimal part. This is the last part. Next class, we find the square root of a non-square number like 5, root 6, root 10, root 12, up to required number of digits. The basic knowledge to find the square root of any non-square number is any whole number can be written as a decimal number. Suppose if I say 5, you may write it as 5.0, 7, 7.0, 2, 2.0. So, if a non-square number can be written as a decimal number where the units, digits, decimal places are zeros, then we proceed in the same method. That we discuss very clearly in the next video. Thank you for watching.